So today I wanted to talk about this case that's kind of made headlines coming out of South Carolina. Rick Chow, who's an Asian, store owner, he's like 61, and he shot a 14-year-old black kid that he thought was shoplifting out of his store. Turns out the kid was not shoplifting, had nothing on him, and he was shot 130 yards away from the store. Like, he ran, and Rick Chow got a gun, went and chased him, shot him in the back, and was just acquitted of murder in South Carolina.
Yeah, what do you want to know about that?
I have all the questions because it feels really, really unfair, especially getting shot in the back. From what I've read, Rick Chow claims that this kid pointed a gun at his son, who's 20. So his son is an adult. They did find a gun near the kid after he'd run, like it had fallen off of his person while he was running away. But, through the testimony, no one saw him point the gun. No one saw that he had anything in his hands, like a gun or whatever they thought he stole, which I think he was looking at waters if you look at the video. And so the only people you have saying he did anything is the son and Rick Chow. There's nothing corroborating. You have cameras and stuff, and there's nothing for this. How does this make it past a jury? And the jury was mixed. The
jury was given only one charge, I believe, that they could find guilty, which was premeditated murder. And conventional wisdom, and then is going to tell you what premeditation means, but there's going to be a specific meaning to that, as it's going to be written within the statute. And so I didn't watch the trial or anything, but premeditation is going to be about whether or not he wanted to kill this kid before he came in the store, or if he had his mind made up to kill this kid before this incident took place, etc. Now, the problem I have with that is the fact that they don't have a previous relationship. This is a storekeeper, and this is a patron. So in order to establish premeditation, you're basically going to have to establish a relationship, a motive through relationship, possibly. Yeah. Which means a relationship could mean that this was an ongoing process with this kid coming in the store, and they had incident before, et cetera, et cetera. And this is just speculation. But premeditation is going to rest around something along those lines. Now, it would be virtually impossible to find this guy, guilty of premeditation if the prosecution didn't frame this incident correctly. There's several things about this that trouble me. One, this kid's 14. Yeah. He's 14 years old. This kid, this was such a beautiful kid. So you see the picture of him, and his face is lit up, and his eyes are lit up. He's got a soul in his eyes. And then you look at this guy, Rick Chow. And I say this with trepidation because I have many close friends and brothers of Asian descent. But this guy has his eyes are soulless. He's looking. It's like a mugshot or something, but his eyes are soulless, and this kid is lit up. Now, let's talk about the fact that he had a gun. The kid had a gun on him. If he actually had the gun on him and the gun wasn't planted at the scene somehow, because that's still possible. Right. So let's say this kid actually had a gun on him, and he's in this environment where he has to defend himself. Now, the proof is in the actions that we see enough of that's played out on the closed circuit camera system. Had this kid had this gun on him assuming he had it on him, because I don't know that he had it on him and it wasn't planted at there. I don't know that because I wasn't there.
Right.
So, but let's assume he did have it on him. They lied about him pulling the gun out on him.
Yeah.
That tells you about intent right there.
Right.
What? Because there's no need to lie.
Yeah, there's no...
The second thing is the kid, they didn't think the kid stole anything because the kid put the stuff back. And you can see it on film. They're establishing this relationship right there that he doesn't have anything on him in terms of merchandise out of his store. He wasn't attempting to steal anything. They didn't find money on him. So that could be the reason why he put it back. Damn, I thought I grabbed my money. I put it in my other pants. Mm-hmm. I left my money in my other pants. Let me put these back. Mm-hmm. Or go to his phone to pay with his app and his battery is dead on his phone or something. You know, it could be anything why he put the waters back. Mm-hmm. Okay? And what sticks out the most to me, okay, is this guy follows this kid for over what is 120 yards.
Yeah, over a football field.
Over a football field. Now, premeditation, in my opinion, it was premeditation because when he left the store, he left that store with the intention of catching that kid and killing that kid. That was his intention when he left the store. Mm-hmm. You can see it on the film.
Yeah.
Okay. And when this kid leaves the store, he leaves walking. So he doesn't, at this point, he doesn't think his life is in danger because he's walking out the store. So there's nothing behind, he's leaving nothing behind him that's telling him that there is an escalation of events that I need to run for my life.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he didn't point anything.
And so he didn't point anything. Mm-hmm. You see my point?
Yeah.
If assuming he had a weapon on him, it could be for the reason that he lived in a very dangerous area.
Yeah.
And sometimes unfortunately, you dealing with an element in your own community. If you're in certain communities, you dealing with an element of your own community to have a pistol on you. To be able to have that pistol on you, you can not only save your life, you might save other lives. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yeah. Now, obviously, you got boys out there with ill intentions, but not everybody out there has ill intentions. They got a pistol on them.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like not every, cop is a bad cop. Not every black person is a good person. Not every white person is evil.
Right.
You see my point? Mm-hmm. Not this kid, just because he had a gun on him, don't mean that he was a criminal. It doesn't mean that he was evil. That doesn't mean that his intentions were to shoplift. That doesn't mean his intentions were to do anything but to be in a certain neighborhood and make sure you knew you couldn't take his life from him.
Yeah.
Now, if he had a gun on him and if he has an intention to kill, okay, and this is why I kind of err on the side of the fact that I think the gun was planted there. Mm-hmm. That's just my opinion because I can completely understand if this kid had this gat on him just to keep himself safe.
Yeah,
it's possible. Whenever it comes to the black community, everybody acts so stupid and naive.
Yeah.
Just because this kid was carrying means he was a bad person. That's not the case. It don't work like that. Yeah. And we can see I can see it in the picture. Mm-hmm. In his eyes that this was not a bad person. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? This is a sweet kid. Mm-hmm. And is never going to get a chance to grow up. Now, this guy, because I come from bad, neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. When this guy left the store, his son is standing in an upright position. Mm-hmm. Okay, you will see if you look at the camera, you will see his son standing in an upright position. Mm-hmm. When the store owner, Chow, mm-hmm. When he leaves the store, he leaves the store in a stalking position.
Yeah.
He's stalking.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
that's
stalking.
Premeditation.
That's premeditation.
Yeah.
He's stalking. He's not trying to find this kid for any other reason but to kill him. And you can see it in his body language. When he leaves the store, he is stalking. He is not going to run this kid down. He knows the kid left the store with none of his property, none of his merchandise. He's looking for this kid because he wants to shoot this kid.
Right. And the kid's walking away. There's no threat to his son that he claimed happened.
No, there was no threat to his son.
So what's he defending?
He's not defending anything. He wanted to kill.
Yeah.
When he left there, he wanted to kill. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wanted that. He left there to get a body. Mm-hmm. And that's what he got.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? He killed this kid. And the thing is, it goes much deeper than that.
Right.
Because, you know, governments have certain relationships with each other that dictate the immigrant relationships and the social standing of different communities. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Black people in this country have no protection, no protective government over them. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, whatever nationality this guy is, what was he, Vietnam or?
He was from Singapore.
He was Singapore. He has the representation, even though it's Singapore, he has the representation of a government behind him.
Yeah, he was from Singapore, and then he's become a citizen legally.
Exactly, but that's my point. The United States government makes it clear that the African American population is not a protected population unless you can get to the social standing of national treasure. Mm-hmm. Now, if you can get to the social standing of national treasure, you're okay.
Who would be considered a national treasure?
I ain't going to go into all that.
Okay. So, well, I just wanted like an example.
Well, you know, you can speculate, but we do have many African American citizens in the United States that are considered national treasures. Yeah. And so now that's a different social standing.
Yeah.
But, you know, a 14-year-old kid from South Carolina, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
The interesting thing about this whole process to me is that it has a certain effect on a community when that community is denied justice. Mm-hmm. There's a spiritual process that happens on that community. If a community is denied justice, or if a community, in order to deny or to establish a certain community as an oppressed class, then you deny them justice.
So how long can you oppress or deny justice to a community before they revolt?
Listen, you know, that's a sensitive question.
Right.
And, you know, Black people are a very unique resource on this planet. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't understand that resource that is Black people. Like so many other resources that have come out of Africa, has been abused. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
The majority of people on the planet know that Black people are special. It's just that the majority of Black people don't know it.
And they're indoctrinated, you know, to not recognize it.
Indoctrinated to not recognize it in themselves.
Yeah.
And so, but the majority of other people do know it, and they're just silent about it. Mm-hmm. Most people are just silent. And, you know, when a community is denied justice, there's a spiritual process that upsets. So, for example, let me give you an example of that. Let's say there is an unjustified murder in the community. If the community doesn't seek justice for that murder, then the spirit of that individual that was unjustly murdered, if his community doesn't seek justice for him, then he turns on that community. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's, there's levels to it. And so black people have to, first of all, sit down and have a conversation. And enough of them have to be on the same page. And now understand we're talking about the plebeian class of the black community.
Right.
Okay? And it has to be unified.
Yeah.
It's just that simple where, they can have a cohesive conversation.
Right.
And be of one mind.
I think that's what the U.S. government went to such great lengths in like the 60s and 70s to keep from happening.
Yeah. I mean, the COINTEL programs that dismantled and disintegrated the black community. And then now you have these cats out here talking about, look at the black community. They're doing this, they're doing that, and this, that, and the third. With, these things don't happen in a vacuum.
Not at all.
It took generations.
Right.
It took a long game to see the results that you see in that pleb class of the black community.
Yeah, I mean, it's outlined in the Kerner report, that was under Johnson. That was under
Johnson, the Kerner report, and I don't know how, many people in that class of the black community has even heard of the Kerner report.
I don't think it's ever taught, like anywhere in school. Like it would be something you would have to have heard about on your own and then go in and look at, and it's astounding.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it would turn your stomach.
Yeah. If you have any kind of consciousness in you.
Yeah.
You see, that Kerner report would have that effect on any kind of human being. So, but, I don't even know where to start with it, because in order to solve these issues, you have to get enough of the community unified and centralized around a point that can unify them. And like you said, that was wiped out in the generation of the 60s.
Yeah.
And, it moved from, Malcolm X was an inside job. King was an inside job.
Yeah.
A lot of it was inside jobs. Fred Hampton, inside job.
Yeah.
Those inside jobs were violent back then, though. You know what I mean? Now the inside job shows up in the form of like Officer Tatum.
Right.
Myron. What's the dude's name?
Myron Gaines.
Myron Gaines. This guy.
Yeah.
This is a level of buffoonery that is unprecedented.
Yeah. Podcasts are like a way to infiltrate. Like, it's like, instead of having to physically infiltrate a group, you can just, upload and disseminate.
Well, but that's the, they're the inside job now. Those are the inside man.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what happens is, you get the community flooded with so many different perspectives and thoughts on this kid getting killed in, South Carolina.
Yeah.
And then you'll get one podcast guy, he'll start, making it political. The Democrats didn't do this. The Democrats didn't say this. And the Democrats is not on your team, dude. Right. Get over it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody on the black man's team, dude. Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You're on your own team.
Yeah. To get back to the murder of this boy, like, one question I have is, like, the person who initiates the chase, like, how can they claim self-defense? Because the boy is walking. He's
not walking. He's running.
Well, when
he gets shot in the back.
No, when I say when he walks out of the store, he's walking out. Like, he's not running out. He's not. He doesn't know anything's escalated.
Yeah.
When Chow comes out with the gun and starts stalking, he starts running.
Yeah, I mean, and we can see that much on the tape. But
so who's defending and who's attacking at that point?
I mean, George Zimmerman killed Trayvon, and the police told him to stand down.
Right.
They said, stop following the kid. They got him documented as being told, don't follow this kid. Yeah. And he follows the kid and then says the kid attacked him.
Right. Yeah. What also blows my mind is the fact that there were 5 black jurors on this jury, 3 men and 2 women. And there were 5 white jurors and then 2 that one said, they were other, and the other said, unknown as far as their race. But, like, how, like, if you're black, you understand what goes on in the community and how these things happen. Even if it hasn't personally happened to you, they happen.
Listen, that don't matter. When you're a juror, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove, man. And if we don't know, we haven't seen the transcript, so right. we don't know how that case was proven to them in a way that argues that it was not premeditated, which was the only option that they could convict on. And if it was not argued in a way that they could justifiably convict, color don't mean shit.
Yeah, so they have to go on the charge.
They gotta go. You're a juror.
So do you think they should have gone for a different charge, like, say, manslaughter instead of murder?
They should have had more charges on that. Shouldn't have just been premeditated murder. It should have been murder in the first degree on that. It should have been premeditated murder. It could have been manslaughter. You see what I mean? It could have been second degree murder. They could have got him on something. They could have had more charges. Yeah. He shot this boy in the back while the boy is running away, and the only charge you got on him is premeditated, which means maybe they had to, like I said, this is speculation, but maybe they had to prove premeditation according to the statute in this state. Could be that they had to prove that he wanted to kill this kid from a previous visit.
Right. I think one thing that also went against this is they said that he tried to supply aid after he shot him.
Don't mean shit.
Right. I was like, that sounds like covering your ass.
Yeah. That sounds like he could be fronting.
Or, let me check your bag. I think you got something, even though you obviously didn't. I don't know.
Or, son, throw the gun over there on the ground right there.
Yeah.
And that's just speculation. I don't know that they planted the gun on the kid, but I'm saying I don't know that they didn't do it either.
Yeah. One thing that I also found interesting in this was that this guy has a couple of instances previously that were not allowed to be admitted to court as, evidence as, behavior, like, of shooting people.
Yeah.
Like, he'd shot someone's car.
Yeah.
He'd hit someone, like shot someone before previously for a, similar instance.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, he's not afraid.
No.
But it astounds me that this kid's 14, your son's 20. Your son's a grown man. And you're the one going out chasing after there's very obviously no imminent threat. Like if he obviously didn't, if he'd had 4 waters on him, like, is that worth, a murder charge or a life taken? 4 waters.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, even if the kid did have 4 waters on him, you going to chase him over a football field?
Yeah.
And you just want your water back?
Right. Was that worth, like...
It wasn't about the water. When he left the store, he was stalking.
Yeah.
You can see it in his body language. Mm. He left the store with the intention to kill.
Yeah.
That's what kill was on his mind, and his behavior patterns prove that.
And that's what...
No, I got me one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He shot somebody before, shot through the car. He got a couple incidents. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He wanted to kill.
Yeah.
And so he stalked Shorty and he killed him. Yeah. It's just that simple. And so as a community, it's time for black people to just get real quiet. And get quiet and start focusing on self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Start focusing on, real spirituality. Mm-hmm. And, right now more than ever, the black community needs to be in touch with its ancestors. Mm-hmm. More than ever. I mean, since all through the 60s, all through the whole experience, you know what I mean? Strange fruit, Nina Simone. Come on. Right. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Right.
So black people have always needed its ancestor system. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? That's the plug.
Right.
If it's cut off from its ancestor system, you can just do what you want to do to a community. Mm-hmm. Now you got this dude, Tariq Nasheed, trying to cut the black community off officially from his ancestor system. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
With this foundational black America, we don't come from Africa.
Yeah, that sounds so ridiculous.
But that's he an inside man.
Oh yeah, because even like if you, and you can tell me if this is wrong, if you look at white people, they're always looking at where their ancestors are from, even if they're, Americans. Oh, I have, I'm from Italy, a lot of pride in Italy. Irish. I know I have a lot of Polish, Hungarian, like in that area. Like people really, they want to know and be tied to it, and you just want to deny any of it.
Because there is a frequency that is emanated from the DNA that makes you call out to your ancestors. Mm-hmm. And it's a frequency. And so, it has nothing to do with whether you're being black or white. It's your DNA that does that. It reaches out. It's like an antenna. It's the same way we sending out a radio signal to see if, we have some neighbors and, 10,000 light years away. We just want to know if we're trying to ring anybody's doorbell out there.
Right.
Please let there be a neighbor. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And so your DNA is doing that exact same thing because the universe is built on this fractal system. Mm-hmm. So everything that's happening above is happening below. And, you cut a community off from its ancestor system, that community is ultimately going to just decay.
Right.
You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this is somebody's plan for keeps. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it reminds me of that one scene in Friday when Ice Cube told Smokey, when, Smokey was kept clowning around and shit. And Ice Cube squared him up. He's like, man, stop fucking playing. You think they playing out there? These niggas ain't playing out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's what's needed.
Yeah.
They not playing.
It's time to take a deeper look.
It's time to take a deeper look, man. It's time to pay attention. I ain't got time. Don't mean go berserk. It's time to get focused.